Hello everybody and welcome to an episode of Smackdown, the first in the WWE 2k16 universe mode. Let's try this again, second time of asking. Windows screwed me over the first time, we're not going to let it happen again. Let's not waste any time and get on with our opening contest here. It's going to be the first title match we see in this series. United States title up for grabs, with Tyler Breeze taking on the defending champion, Dean Ambrose. And although Tyler Breeze is usually colour coordinated, we see him there with the tiger stripes and obviously the gold coat, so I'm not going to put any fault in that. Why is he carrying around a blue and white stick? Doesn't work. Doesn't work, Tyler. Accompanied, as you can see there, by Summer Rae, the talentless hack that she is, although she'll have a chance to prove herself now in Shimmer. Judging by his attire, looks like Tyler Breeze is making his seasonal residence from Goldust's jockstrap on this occasion, so that's good. Very much a contrast to styles in this opening contest. See the self-proclaimed Prince Pretty taking on the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose. What should be quite an entertaining contest. We'll see if Dean Ambrose can retain his title. Furthermore, we'll see if Tyler Breeze can walk out of the WWE or a WWE event with his first taste of WWE Championship gold. Challenger is set. We're just waiting for the champion now. And here he comes. Dean Ambrose making his way to the ring, the current United States champion. He'll be also looking on to bigger and better things, wanting cracks at that WWE World Heavyweight Championship gold, currently held by Triple H, who we'll see in tonight's main event. He'll have to look at the first obstacle in front of him, and tonight it's defending his title against Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze, of course, another NXT success story. We've seen a few of them so far in the series. Will this be one step too far for the youngster? United States Championship up for grabs. Of course, we like that design. We do not like what happened when John Cena won the title. That design was not preferable, we'll say. And as you may have noticed, we have muted the microphone of Lillian Garcia for the benefit of those from the hearing world. I figured you'd prefer to hear my voice as opposed to Lillian Garcia, because I'm egotistical like that, and of course it is my channel, so I can do that. The Ambrose Asylum. I don't know why I said that, I was just quoting what it said on his shirt. Now is this Dean Ambrose giving the title away for the last time? Will Tyler Breeze be winning the title? It's all to play for here in the Smackdown opener. United States title up for grabs. Dean Ambrose the defending champion, Tyler Breeze the challenger. We're about to get this one underway. And the bell signals the contest to begin. Dean Ambrose straight away throwing Tyler Breeze to the outside. Follows him out there. The kick misses though, wild attempt by the Maniac, and I tell you what, that is a beautiful chop block. Tyler Breeze, who's now stamping away on the lunatic fringe. Moving back to his feet, what's he got in mind? Hurricane Runner on the outside. Driving the head of Dean Ambrose into the mat, and that's a very thin mat. Tyler Breeze stands on the apron. Nice kick to the face. Tiger Print Tyrant. Really taking it to Dean Ambrose and hits him with the Hurricane Runner as soon as he gets back into the ring, keeping the champion off balance. Early cover here, and Ambrose kicks out with little fuss. Flying forearm just about connects. See the challenger taking an early attempt at really taking it to the champion here. It looks like he's going to go for a standing suplex, which he does, and it lands. Tyler Prince. Who's Tyler Prince? That's not a person. Making up people now. Tyler Breeze. Prince Pretty, whatever you want to call him. Flying cross body by Dean Ambrose, taking out the referee as well. And a strike to the back of the head as he gets up. Neck breaker though does not work. And a diving elbow, or a jumping elbow more accurately, connects with the US champion. Breeze now with a big right hand, make that 2. Ambrose against the ropes, but he back body drops Tyler Breeze to the apron. A right forearm dropping him to the outside. Now Ambrose follows him out there. He's got some dark intentions in mind, no doubt. He just throws him up the ramp, and that's a bit of a nasty fall there by Tyler Breeze. Doesn't know which part of his body to hold. It all hurts, but he reverses it, and now he returns the favour and just throws Ambrose back towards the ring. Sloppy, but the kick is not, and that connects right with Ambrose's face. I don't know what Summer Rae's done with those steel steps, but she's made a little bit of a nuisance of herself. Oh my god, what's Tyler Breeze got in mind here? Missile drop kick, but he's so gangster he bounces up off the floor. Bit of a switcheroo there, changing places. Now he's telling me to go away. Who are you, son? I pay for you. That sounds weird. He's not a hooker. Side Russian leg sweep, and Ambrose takes down the challenger. Working over the arm. What's Ambrose got in mind here? Irish whip reversed. Tyler Breeze is on the outside. Pulls Ambrose back in through the middle ropes. And what's he got in mind here? Very unique manoeuvre. Is this going to be a neck breaker? It is a neck breaker. Ambrose is feeling that. You can see him there holding his head. Now Breeze goes into the cover. Ambrose is close to the ropes, but he doesn't need them. He kicks out of his own volition. Drop kick and a beauty. And down goes the champion. Tyler Breeze waving away Ambrose, not the wisest idea, and gets a knife edge chop followed by a headbutt, drives him into the corner. Ambrose goes to the middle turnbuckle, tornado DDT, planting Tyler Breeze in the centre of the ring. Is he going to get a 1? No, doesn't get a 1. Dean Ambrose. Point of the elbow, right into Prince Prissy's face. He cannot be happy about that. Ambrose goes to the top turnbuckle. The lunatic fringe got in mind. No, he thinks better of it. Will he regret that though? He gets Irish whipped into the corner. Tyler Breeze. Oh, hello. Anything you can do, he can do better. Tornado DDT of his own. Planting Ambrose. A pin. 1, 2. And no, Ambrose kicks out. Tyler Breeze having to go at the referee, thinking that maybe he should be the new United States champion, but not on this occasion. Arm breaker over the shoulder by Dean Ambrose. Irish whip reversal. Ambrose comes back out. Bit of a coming together there. Tyler Breeze snap suplex. Now Breeze going to the top turnbuckle. What's he got in mind here? He's quite a distance away, as you can see from the champion. Goes for the elbow drop, but misses. Of course, he can bounce back up from missing a missile drop kick to the outside, but an elbow drop to the ring has him down and out. And Ambrose connects with an elbow drop of his own. US champion starting to take control here. Is he going for this regal stretch? Yes, he is. He's been working on this regal stretch, he's been telling us. Tyler Breeze doesn't have anywhere to go. Summer Rae's proving absolutely useful on the outside. And by absolutely useful, I mean horse shite. And Tyler Breeze is forced to tap out. And that brings an end to this opening contest. United States champion Dean Ambrose is able to retain the title. Good attempt by Tyler Breeze, and of course he will be pissing and moaning in the back, asking for a rematch. Will he get it though? It's too soon to tell. The score is a back and forth contest. Ultimately, Dean Ambrose was able to get the submission, get the victory. Still walk out of here the United States champion. Fantastic combination, knife edge chop into a headbutt, followed by the tornado DDT. Wasn't able to keep Tyler Breeze down there. Match goes a bit shorter than many would have expected, including myself, but it was fun while it lasted, that's for sure. This is where we saw a bit of one-upsmanship. Tyler Breeze hitting the same tornado DDT that Dean Ambrose did. For the cover. 2. That wasn't enough. Shortly thereafter, Ambrose was able to lock in the regal stretch. Really devastating manoeuvre, not only to the shoulder, but also to the abdomen. Cranking the neck back, of course, it hurts every particular body part, and it's why William Regal was able to use it so well. Dean Ambrose using it to full effect as well, forcing the submission. I'm sure Tyler Breeze will be wanting words with Summer Rae after this. But still, your retaining United States champion, Dean Ambrose. Very happy with his outing. We move on now to the next match. Tag team contest. We start with the former tag team champions themselves, the Usos. Are they in sync with their entrance? Who knows? The fans like it, and that's the main thing. Oh. I didn't have to do that. I chose to do that, to be honest with you. I have no regrets. I would do it again. See, the sons of Rikishi making their way to the ring. They'll be looking to get back in the tag team title picture, and if they can get a win today, it will certainly help them towards that end. Going up against the current tag team champions, the New Day. Usos are familiar with these opponents, of course. Who knows, should they get a win, maybe they'll be granted a title shot at the upcoming pay-per-view.
It's a new day, yes it is.
Speaking of the current WWE World Tag Team Champions, Kofi Kingston, accompanied by Xavier Woods, Sexual Chocolate Part 2, Big E Langston, the New Day is here. Taking the WWE by storm, a team that everyone seems to love to hate. Let's see if Unicorn Magic can help them pull a rabbit out their arse on this one to take home the win. Xavier Woods not accompanied by his trombone, whichever he's calling today, Roxanne or whoever it is. He's going to use the power of his voice. And as I said, a bit of Unicorn Magic in this one. You dare be sour! Had to do it. Again, no, I didn't have to do it. I chose to do it. Is it good? No. Will I do it again at some point? Probably. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I haven't decided. The New Day now ithering this is a non-title match. Usos, Big E starting off. And I think, based on this, I'm going to have to, at some point, I'll speak to either Jimmy or Jay and say, could you do me a favour? Can you slightly dress differently from your brother? I used to be able to tell when one of you was a bit of a fatty. Now you kind of both look very similar. It's quite hard for me. So, we'll have to see where things go for that. But that is my intention now. Anyway, Jay is in the ring at the moment. He starts with the Irish whip. He's caught. He's taken down with the arm drag. Jay. Irish whip. And he goes for a forearm, but it's reversed by Big E. Now Big E with a press slam. That is incredible power by the big man. Pound for pound, one of the strongest individuals in the WWE at the moment. Kick to the midsection there. He just picks up Jay and throws him with a delayed back body drop. Tags in now for Kofi. Goes for the cover quite early on. And Jay's able to kick out with little problem. Kofi, please. I don't know what Jay was going for there. Was he going for a running headbutt to the nads? Yes, we'll never know. Kick to the leg now, and another quick tag by Kofi and Big E. Double team maneuver, flying forearms, almost flying dual cross bodies there. Big E's playing his own one-man band. No, I do not mean Heath Slater, cheering himself along. Good for him. Picks up Jay. Backbreaker. Is he going to make it a double? He does. He supersizes that bitch. Drops Jay to the floor. And crashes down with an elbow drop into the chest. Big E picks up Jay. Goes for the right hand, but Jay reverses with one of his own. Snapmare takedown. Elaborate flying diving punch. Jay's going to look for the smart decision here. Tags in Jimmy, old Jimbo. And Jay just gets pasted for his troubles there. Big E's taking his eye off the ball momentarily, and that's enough for Jimmy to take control of this and plants Big E with a DDT in the middle of the ring. It's rolled over here. Big E reverses with an elbow to the midsection. Irish whip sends Jimmy into his own corner. As he comes out, he bounces, strolls right back into a body slam, taking Jay down with velocity. Knee lift. That is not going to be pretty. Big E showing how dominant he can be. Look at the velocity that he's throwing Jimmy into the corner with. Jimmy's bouncing right back out into the path. Is Big E going to go for a power slam? He is. Very Kevin Nash-esque. He's proud of himself. So he should be with that kind of power display. Big E, another quick tag to Kofi. The tag team works from the current champion. I don't know what Kofi was going for there, but Jimmy was aware to the danger and hits a side Russian leg sweep. Usos might be looking to take charge from this point on. Kick in the arse. I don't know why Kofi's holding his knee. That foot clearly went in the guy's sphincter. An elbow drop follows up. Jimmy, body slam into the corner. He's in the wrong part of town though. If he wants to isolate Kofi, he really needs to take him away. And as you can see, Kofi, wise to it, rolls out of the ring. Heckling Jimmy, who jumps to the outside and gets a kick to the midsection for his troubles and thrown into the announcer's desk where the three knees will have to move. Kofi driving the head of Jimmy into the table, and a drop kick follows up, and a beauty at that. Now Xavier's going to have to be careful here. He's picking up Jimmy. If he attacks him, it could be seeing him sent backstage. Jimmy, a tornado DDT hits on Xavier, and Kofi Kingston flies from the top rope and hits the flying butt to the back of Jimmy's head. He didn't botch it. I'm sure he'll claim that he tried to do that. Kofi picks up Jimmy and throws him back into the ring, or more accurately into the turnbuckle. Goes to the top. Surely not again. Not another flying butt, and no, Kofi thinks about it. He saw what happened last time. Goes over to Jay in the corner and starts, I'm going to say, antagonising him, and straight up punching him off the apron as well. But Jimmy's now back in the ring, although he's returning to the outside. Focusing on Xavier Woods, that could cost him in this one. Focus on the legal men, Jimbo. Xavier Woods head first into the turnbuckle, but that doesn't seem to stop him. He's throwing Kofi into the barricade. Picks up Kofi chest first. A very good way to break a rib. Kick and a punch and another punch, and now really Jimmy is firing here. Sit out power slam, and by power slam I mean body slam, of course. And a knee drop to the face. Jimmy returns to the ring. Xavier Woods helping his partner to his feet. Jay now's the legal man. Kofi gets into the ring. Bit late though, Jay was expecting him. Butterflies the arms, release butterfly suplex. A hook of the leg. Kofi is able to kick out, no problem there. Knee strike misses. Kofi rolls out the way just in the nick of time. Goes for a body slam. Not got the power of his tag team partner Big E, but I'm sure Kofi is willing to give it a go. Irish whip sends him in the direction of Big E. What's Kofi going to do here? This doesn't look right at all. Kofi flying battering ram, and Big E connects, knocking Jay down. One, well not even a one, the ref wasn't ready, come on ref. Two, is it going to be, no. Jay kicks out in the nick of time. Big E is full of taunts today, as the New Day always are usually. Body slam reversal into a neck breaker. Big E, powerful man that he is, just driving the fist into Jay's face, and that's not how you want to spend your... is Smackdown Thursday, we're going to say? Thursday night. Powerful clothesline. Obviously Big E built like a brick shit house. That running at you isn't going to be pretty. Big E with a knee lift. Again, applauding his own efforts. Trying to get the crowd involved. The crowd not having much of it. Right to the back is rolled out of the way of by Jay. Jay, side Russian leg sweep, taking the big man down. Could be looking for a tag to his partner, and he goes into Jimmy's corner. Jimmy gets the tag in. Big E runs at him. is caught though. Samoan drop. Fantastic maneuver by Jimmy. It's the big man to his feet. Going for a suplex. No, Big E reverses it. Too much power. Still hits a suplex of his own. What's Big E got in mind? Another elbow drop into the sternum. What's up, Jimmy? Irish whip. Body drop. First kick misses. Second one does not. The knee to the lower part of the neck. Big E picks him up. Ooh. Big E clothesline. Building up for a finish here. Is he going to go for the big ending? He picks up Jimmy. Looks like he's going to go for the big ending. He hits it. Will that be enough? Jimmy is covered. Kofi gets in there. Gets in the way. And no! Jimmy is able to kick out of his own volition. That is fantastic resiliency by Rikishi's boys. Body slam reversal into a neck breaker. Have the Usos just turned a corner. Knife edge chop to the face. That is bold. The drop kick is missed though. Big E, what's he going for here? Is he going for a camel clutch? It certainly appears he is, and he is in fact going for a camel clutch. That's a lot of pressure on the lower back as well as the face, of course. Big E's got a lot of strength behind him, so that is not going to feel good. There's no help at the moment for Jimmy. He's got to hope that Big E just tires himself out. Jay gets into the ring now. But, oh, Jimmy slips out the back door. Strikes now to the back of Big E. And a headbutt. And that's what you use that Samoan head for. Now Xavier Woods is proving his value as a managerial companion. Managerial companion, that's not a thing. Well, it is now. And Big E with a release belly-to-belly overhead throw. Sending Jimmy halfway across the ring. Now he's going to the top turnbuckle. This isn't the territory usually the big man goes to. Elbow drop is missed. Jimmy rolls out the way, picking Big E to his feet. Irish whip throws him outside. Jimmy hip tossed back into the centre of the ring. And Big E wiping, absolutely wiping Jay off the apron. Big E looking for a finish now. No, he's caught with the jawbreaker. Finds himself in the wrong part of town. Kick to the midsection, thrown across the ring. Jimmy goes to the top turnbuckle, diving headbutt to the lower back. A good way to take the power leverage away from the big man. Now Jimmy finds himself in his own corner. Jay thrown in. What is Big E doing? He doesn't care which Uso he fights. He's cranking away on the illegal man, taking his attention away. And he's made to pay for it as Jimmy throws Big E into his own corner. Kick to the midsection again. Is he going to be looking for another diving headbutt to work away on the lower back? Take some of that power away from Big E. And it does, and it connects. The Irish whip sends Jimmy into his own corner. Is Jay going to make the tag? No, he doesn't. Snake eyes, which I never understand why that hurts a Samoan when a usual just a headbutt smash into the corner does not, but I digress. He goes for the kick, but Jimmy moves out the way. Jimmy finds himself in the wrong part of town. Double team work here. Double shoulder tackle, taking Jimmy down to the floor. Kofi's very happy. Kofi picks up Jimmy. What's he got in mind? Sit out body slam. Kofi goes up top. Now this is someone who can get a great deal of hang time. Top right, diving leg drop connects. Could this be enough? No, there's no pin attempt, but Jimmy sweeps the legs away, bringing Kofi down to the mat. Kofi's in the wrong corner. What do the Usos have up their sleeve? Body slam planting Kofi. Superman splash, not Superman. Why do I say Superman splash? Superfly splash. This could be it, but Big E's there to make the save. I don't know if Kofi would have been able to kick out there. Snap suplex by Kofi on Jay. Kick to the back of the head. That is vicious by the New Day. Kofi with a clean strike to the back of the knee. Follows up with a stiff kick across the chest. Pulls Jay back to his feet. This is really anyone's game. And we see Jay counter with a right hand. It's caught with a jawbreaker. Kofi goes for a body slam, but Jay slips out the back door, catches him, release German suplex. Jay rolls over. Is he going for a cover here? He is. Facing the way of the New Day, but Kofi is able to kick out. He didn't need Big E's help on this instance. Knee strike connects. Jay's going up, and Jimmy, as you see, returning the favour to Big E, hip tossing him into the ring. And Jay connects with a beautiful elbow drop to the lower back of Kofi, and Kofi's in trouble here. Kofi, arm wringer, breaks it over the shoulder. The referee's in the way, and Kofi kicks the ref. This could be a grounds for disqualification. Kick to the face. Jay right away takes over, but gets caught with a back elbow. Monkey flip. It's Kofi lining up here. Jay looks to be walking right into it. Apparently that made someone bleed. That's weird. That is just weird. Big E cuts off Jimmy on the outside, and Jay isn't able to kick out. The New Day walk away with the victory here. Justifying exactly why they are the current WWE Tag Team Champions. Saw this match go from one way to the next. Power displays early on by Big E. Pace quickened when Kofi was the legal man. The Usos came very close on a couple of occasions to taking this one, but not enough, unfortunately, from their count. See there Xavier Woods helping out his tag team, or his stable mates, we should say. Butterfly suplex, very nice. Slowest highlight you'll ever see, to point out. See the cluster mug of an ending. An entertaining contest, it has to be said. This is where we saw nice double team maneuver by the New Day here. I'm going to say shouldering tackle. Shouldering tackle? What the is a shouldering tackle? Shoulder tackle. Anyway, we move on to the next one. Shut up, Scott. Monkey flip. It's a new day. Yes, it is. I went back to the well. I thought, do you know what? I did one at the beginning. Let's do one at the end. Wasn't sure what I was going to say. That's what came out. And this is how the match ended. The New Day walk out. Still champions, as they would have done anyway, because it was a non-title match. And this is the most impressive thing. Big E showing not only is he one of the strongest men in WWE, he's also one of the most talented, as he has gone invisible. That's right, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods celebrating with an invisible spectacular man. And speaking of spectacular men, move on now to a singles counter. The man that gravity forgot, Neville. Of course, fantastic success in the independent scene, especially in Japan. Massive name in Japan. Now finding his success in WWE, and he'll have a hell of a run, or do very well to beat his upcoming opponent. Big things expected from the young Neville, the man from Newcastle upon Tyne. He is indeed the man that gravity forgot, but in fact the man he's competing against tonight, he's no stranger to Neville. They competed against each other outside of the WWE, so it'll be interesting to see how their paths have now crossed and who's currently in a better position to succeed long term. I mean, I'm sure we'll see a lot of both men, and here he is, the king of swing, the Swiss Superman, Antonio Cesaro. You could even say he's a king of wrestling. Notice from his absence, Tyson Kidd not here today to support his on-again, off-again tag team partner. Still reeling from his match on NXT earlier in the week. Cesaro are going to go in one-on-one action against Neville. Contrast the styles, but it should be one hell of a match. Sit back and relax, because this should be remarkable. I've said that now, I might have built it up too much. It could be like a wet fart. but I'm going to go on the basis that it's actually going to be quite good. Cesaro now in the ring, ready to get this thing kicked off. Neville, Cesaro, get it on. And the bell goes. Both men close down, collar and elbow tie up. Cesaro showing his superior strength, putting Neville into the corner. Are we going to see a clean break though? Not adverse to breaking the rules on occasion, Cesaro this time does give the clean break. That's what we like to see. They tie up again. Wrist lock from Neville. Into a hammerlock. Cesaro reverses it and takes Neville down to the ground in a Fujiwara armbar. Neville's able to roll free. Very good, crisp, clean wrestling. And they tie up again. Side headlock now from Cesaro. Neville pushes Cesaro up against the rope. Shoulder block, the big man again showing his strength. Picking Neville straight back up, not wanting to waste any time. And forcing him up into the corner, again showing his superiority and strength. This time will we see a clean break? We do. Very sporting contest so far. Kick from Neville, tie up again for a fourth time. And again Cesaro forces Neville back into that corner. I don't know whether he's toying with the man from Newcastle upon Time, but might not prove fruitful in the long term. Tie up again. Neville back to the wrist lock. Cesaro this time into a top wrist lock of his own. Neville just getting his arm wrenched repeatedly. And trick takedown. You can see Neville not particularly happy there, showing the effects from that, and smashed headfirst into the canvas. I think the clean wrestling might be over with now. Racing the face against the mat, followed by an elbow drop to the back of the head. Strike to the back of the head by Cesaro, followed by another head slam. We've seen that Cesaro can be vicious, and he's showing that now, but a judo arm takedown. And Neville followed by a kick to the midsection. Neville going for a Northern Light suplex with a bridge. No, not with a bridge this time. He hooks the leg either way. Probably should have just gone for a bridge, really, shouldn't he, mate? But Cesaro kicks out. A swift kick right into the spine. Standing shooting star. We're seeing the pace quicken now with Neville taking control. Irish whip is reversed. Cesaro catches Neville with a back body drop. Fantastic manoeuvre. And now here we go, showing his strength to wrench away at the head. Not a pretty manoeuvre, certainly, but effective all the same. Slamming the head back down into the canvas. Cesaro going to work on the knee to ground Neville to stop him from doing that very effective high-flying offense. Fireman's carry takedown. Neville with a strike to the back of the knee. Follows it up with a fantastic kick to the chest, just driving the air out of the big man. The diving moonsault is missed. I don't know, he might have caught a stray knee there on Cesaro. That could have caused damage, but I think Cesaro, just as he went to lie back down, moved out of the way of the major blow of the impact. Perturbed. Neville continues Northern Light suplex, this time with a bridge, but Cesaro kicks out. A running kick to the spine. Neville goes for the Irish whip, but Cesaro sends him into the corner. Pushes him back into the turnbuckle, catches him, release German suplex. Beautiful manoeuvre by Cesaro. Now he's pulling Neville away from the ropes. Into the cover. Smart manoeuvre, but Neville's able to roll out. Beautiful punch there by Cesaro. Sending Neville into the buckles. Neville reverses it. Neville throwing Cesaro out. What's he got in mind here? Taking a page right out of Cesaro's playbook with the flying European uppercut. And now he goes to the top turnbuckle. What's Neville got in mind here? Diving moonsault. Picturesque, beautiful rotation by Neville, landing perfectly. A corkscrew moonsault from a standing position. This man is incredible. Neville pulling Cesaro into the centre of the ring. Ace Crusher connects. I don't know if you've noticed, but Cesaro seems to be in very dangerous position, and Neville sees it himself. He goes to the top turnbuckle. We're going to see a red arrow early on. Red arrow connects. The hook of the leg. Could this be enough? 2. And no, Cesaro kicks out. I don't think we've ever seen anyone kick out of the red arrow up to this point. Cesaro struggling to get back to his feet. You can see it's taken a lot out of Neville as well. A kick to the back of the knee. Forearm strike. Cesaro, European uppercut. Kick to the midsection. Another European uppercut. Back and forth. Drop kick swatted to one side by Superman. Not Superman now, not Swiss Superman. Rising uppercut. Throws Neville into the air. Catches him with the uppercut on the way down. Hook of the leg. This could be all she wrote. 2, 3. Neville just gets his shoulder up. Cesaro could not believe it. Questioning the referee's count. Maybe should focus on finishing off his man. Now he's waiting. Has he set up for the neutralizer? The crack of the neck signals the beginning of it. Neutralizer connects, dropping Neville into the ground. Could this be it? Couldn't get it done. And nor could the neutralizer. Neville again rolls out. Now Cesaro's clearly frustrated. And who could blame him? Neville's kicked out of best moves Antonio Cesaro has at his disposal. Kick of the knee, Neville. Again, driving the boot into the chest of Cesaro. Now he lifts up the big man. Irish whip sends him into the turnbuckles. Neville, you can see he's drained. It's taken a lot out of him. Now he picks Cesaro, puts him on the top turnbuckle. What's he got in mind? Is he going to go for a superplex? Follows him up to the top turnbuckle. He looks like he's going for a superplex here. Oh, top rope Falcon's arrow. Beautiful maneuver. Incredible. Hook of the leg. Doesn't look like Cesaro's shoulders down. No, the referee stops counting. Cesaro didn't have his shoulder down on the mat successfully. Neville not wasting any time, going right back into an Irish whip. Drop down. The release toss, that was incredible. I don't know quite how to describe that. Neville psyching himself up. Spins Cesaro around. Reverse Frankensteiner, driving the head, the cranium of Cesaro into the canvas. What's Neville got planned for now? He's going back to the top turnbuckle. Indeed he is. And Cesaro rolls into a very unfortunate position. Is this going to be a second red arrow? Second red arrow connects. A hook of the leg. Very unfortunately timed replay there. Thank you for completely breaking the flow of this one up. It's a 1, 2, and a 3, and Neville gets the win. What a fantastic match. Great contest. Both men giving it their all. Cesaro nearly winning this match on a couple of occasions, but Neville showed resilient. It's a good job that that sign blocked that move, because that was an absolute smelly botch. I'm sure we'll see a lot of both of these men in the future competing for potentially, could this actually one day be a WWE World title match? Who knows? On this night, Neville proved to be superior, but that's to take nothing away from his opponent. Does it for the co-main event of the evening. Face crusher. Adrian Neville. We thought the first red arrow did it. Beautiful connection. Right in the centre of the ring, but Cesaro was having none of it. Kicked out. This is the one. This is the one that ended it all. Second time of arsing, connects just as well as the first. Cesaro just didn't have enough to kick out. Brilliant performance from both men, but this match owns. There you go, that's a review for this one. This match owns. This match owned, I guess, by Neville. That's what we're going to go with. Lemonade out of lemons. We move on now to tonight's main event. This will be a bit of a throwback for you, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see Y2J Chris Jericho in singles action against a man with whom he headlined WrestleMania 18, Triple H. You're about to see it. Prepare yourself for the light bright jacket. Available at your nearest fashion boutique as long as you have £50,000 to hand. Chris Jericho making his way to the ring, and do you know what? Chris Jericho, he could really upset the apple cart here. I don't know why the apple cart would be upset or why an apple cart is even used as a reference for a wrestling match, but it has been now, we're going to go with it. Chris Jericho is able to defeat his opponent, Triple H, the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I think he would be due a title match at the pay-per-view, and in fact I'll go as far as saying he will get a title match at the pay-per-view if he's able to upset Triple H tonight. Big ask, obviously both men not in their prime anymore, but they can still go and be given the spotlight and opportunity to main event a Smackdown, which in the case of Triple H must be going back to 2009 since he last did that. Jericho now, in front of all of his Jerichoholics. Waiting, the self-proclaimed King of Kings, again Triple H. We've already had a fantastic card so far. The main event now, set to be a doozy. Set to be a doozy in the 1950s apparently, because no one says that anymore. There you go, the King of Kings sign. Making his way to the ring. Current WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H. This is his, of course, 7,391st reign as WWE World Heavyweight Champion. A joke, of course, I exaggerate, but he's been there a few times. Look at the summit of the mountain. Looking down upon his kingdom. And in his way, Y2J, Chris Jericho. Triple H obviously has to bear in mind that he's got a lot of challengers potentially going for that title with the likes of Roman Reigns, who we saw have a hell of a match on Raw. Kevin Owens obviously was in that outing, a losing effort but fantastic attempt all the same. The Cerebral Assassin is this isn't his first rodeo, as they say. He knows that he's got to pay full attention to the man standing in front of him, and tonight that is Chris Jericho, Y2J. Well, I've said the name of about 16 times, I think you know. Now this is where Triple H prepares to spit on the first 5 row of fans. Only in WWE is that acceptable. Not very many lines of work that will allow spitting into the audience. At least none that we're going to discuss on this broadcast. Now that Triple H has thoroughly drenched the paying customers, he's going to pay homage to himself in the corner, and he is. It's okay, he can do what he wants. He is Triple H, of course. More importantly, he's the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I'm the boss now. I said it. We're about to get this one underway. Non-title outing. Y2J, Triple H, and we are underway. Y2J following a similar theme to a lot of outings, throwing Triple H to the outside and going to work over the leg right away. And of course you'll remember back in 2001, excuse me, Triple H had that very bad injury to the quadriceps, and that was during a match in which he was tag teaming against Chris Jericho. So not only have they headlined at WrestleMania, they do have a history in general. Chris Jericho is just thrown into the apron. Triple H begins to stamp away to work over the midsection. Early to back suplex on the outside. And Triple H returns to the ring. Is he going to look for a count out this early on? Surely not. Pleased with his own work regardless. Jericho now runs back into the ring and meets Triple H with a back elbow strike. Irish whip sends Triple H into the ropes. And another back elbow strike, flooring the champion. Ooh, a kick to the face. As Triple H was returning to his feet, strikes with a back elbow and a big right hand. Fireman's carry takedown drops the game. Roaring forearm. Chris Jericho going to a new bag of tricks here, drops the elbow. Very early hook of the leg here, be surprised if that was a win, but no, Triple H kicks out. Snapmare or running neck breaker type manoeuvre, it doesn't work here, but Chris Jericho amazingly flips out of the backbreaker attempt, but is taken down with an arm drag shortly thereafter. Now inside the ring, Triple H hits his second belly-to-back suplex and drops the knee in classic Triple H style. Jericho thrown into the ropes. Caught with a face buster, and that's one way to dim the lights, and Jericho falls to the floor in an ungainly fashion. Triple H picks him up and a gut buster over the knee. Ruthless Acid working away at the midsection here. Jericho kicks out before the 1. Jericho sent into the ropes. Triple H body slams him as he returns, showing that he is still the King of Kings. Jericho catches the leg and drives the point of the elbow into the knee. Clever strategy, and Triple H returns the favour. Jericho spins Triple H around. What's he going for? Belly to back suplex of his own into the cover. Triple H again kicks out. Running neck breaker does not work again. Triple H slides out of the way. Jericho sends Triple H into the turnbuckle. Caught reversed. Spinebuster, and that's a very nasty landing. Triple H smashing Chris Jericho's head into the second turnbuckle on the way down. Not a pretty landing. Not that a spinebuster is a particularly nice maneuver to take anyway. And is this going to be it early on? Triple H hooks the arms. Pedigree. Jericho face first into the canvas, and Triple H smartly veteran maneuver, rolling him away from the ropes. 1, 2, and no! Jericho kicks out. Triple H cannot believe it. You don't kick out of the boss's finishing maneuver, you dick. Well, I'm the boss, so that's fine. Doesn't matter. Triple H picking Jericho back up to his feet, throwing him into the ropes. Running knee lift. Again, classic Triple H maneuver. Is this going to be an Indian Deathlock? It does indeed be that. Jericho's quite close to the ropes, but Triple H has made this maneuver his own really over the years. Gives up at this point in time. Jericho wasn't going to submit, or at least not in the eyes of Triple H. Irish whip sends Jericho into the corner. Triple H running clothesline. He's going to go to the turnbuckle, changed his mind, goes for the cover instead. Jericho kicks out. Crowd seem to appreciate that. Now look at Triple H going to take the turnbuckle off. He does do so. And now Jericho pulls him back into the centre of the ring. Is he going for a pedigree of his own? No, butterfly suplex into a backbreaker over the knee. I thought Chris Jericho was going to take Triple H's own manoeuvre. The lion salt hits as beautifully as ever. Old school Jericho, but Triple H no sells, kicks out like a boss. Trying to get to his feet. Jericho just trying to get his breath back. The two stare at each other, they have words, and Jericho drives a back elbow into Triple H's face. Sends Triple H into the ropes, throws him up in a code breaker. A code breaker, super code breaker, throwing Triple H up into the air. Are we going to see an upset? Is Jericho going to get a title shot? How the piss is Jericho bleeding from that? It was so powerful, the super code breaker, that Chris Jericho bladed himself. That is remarkable. I don't know what to call that, to be honest. Oh, very smart maneuver by Triple H, throwing Jericho back first into that exposed steel and slamming the head down into the mat. What's Triple H got in mind here? We're going to see a pile driver. A pile driver. The busted head of Chris Jericho. How did that happen? Either way, Triple H taking control again with a double A spine buster. He's teeing up Jericho now. I think it all went wrong from when Jericho confusingly bladed himself after a super code breaker. Triple H hooks the arms, drops the pedigree for the second time of asking. Jericho face first into the canvas. Triple H rolling him again away from the ropes. A 1, 2, 3, and your WWE World Heavyweight Champion Triple H wins in this singles outing. You must be confused as anyone. Any takers for why Jericho bladed himself there? A fun main event all the same, a throwback. An era that's really on its way out. Saw a tit for tat. We saw Chris Jericho go into a new bag of tricks, as well as hitting some of the old classics like a Lion Salt. Super Code Breaker in there as well. I think I'm going to call this episode something to do with Super Code Breaker Botch, because that is weird. Took 2 pedigrees though from the game to finish off Y2J. Good effort, but Y2J is not going to be getting a title match at the pay-per-view, it would seem. The opportunity was there, but fortunately for Chris Jericho, he couldn't quite grasp that ring. Saw them having words with each other. Still trying to quite understand how exactly this, and here it happens. Maybe we'll see now. No, no, still as bollocks as it was the first time it happened. Triple H, again, no-selling like a boss for everything. It's going to be very hard to beat him if he no-sells absolutely every manoeuvre. Double A Spinebuster from the game, set up for the second pedigree, and that was all she wrote. That's going to bring us to an end of this Smackdown. Very entertaining card from top to bottom. Next week, of course, or the next show I should say, we'll be seeing Monday Night Raw. Triple H taking the claim as champion. It's going to be hard to knock off his throne. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe for more action. Until we see you next time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I've been Scott B Gaming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.